Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another hard-hitting episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. This week we are talking NFL Championship Weekend, as the AFC and NFC Championship games are this weekend. So I'm picking those games, and we're talking about the Divisional Round playoff pick results and maybe a couple of random stories. So stay tuned. This video is brought to you by Buy SEO Services. If you're looking to buy SEO services, then be sure to visit Buy SEO Services by visiting the link in the description box below this video. 2022-2023 Divisional Round Playoff Weekend Review. On Saturday, Jacksonville loses to Kansas City, and I had picked Jacksonville to win in that game. Although Jacksonville seemed like they may have had Kansas City on the ropes there when they knocked Patrick Mahomes out of the game temporarily, but he did come back in, and Kansas City got the win to advance to the AFC Championship game. Saturday night, the New York Giants took on the Philadelphia Eagles, their vaunted NFC East rival, and for the third time this season, the Giants fall to the Philadelphia Eagles, this time rather convincingly 38-7. Sunday's matchup, Cincinnati at Buffalo. I know a lot of people were taking Buffalo, and they certainly had the weather there to support them. However, Cincinnati sacked up, went on the road in a hostile environment, hostile climate, and got the big win to advance to their second consecutive AFC Championship game. So kudos to the Bengals there. And then Sunday night football was Dallas at San Francisco. And I had picked Dallas to win that game, but they did not. The Brock Purdy magic continues, and San Francisco continues to play together as an awesome unit. So they get the win, San Francisco does, to advance to the NFC Championship game. Yeah, I've been saying all year for a while that I feel like there's a touch of destiny about the San Francisco 49ers, because I don't know how else you explain them. I mean, they lost their two primary quarterbacks. They're on a third-string rookie quarterback who's playing like a seasoned veteran and just, getting the ball to the right guys at the right time, making the right reads, doing all the right things. And I keep scratching my head wondering if the magic is ever going to, dissipate and be gone from this guy. But as of right now, I just don't see it happening. I am taking Philadelphia in this weekend's game. I'm taking the Eagles to beat the 49ers, but it's not because I doubt Brock Purdy. It's because I believe in the Eagles. I believed in them for a while now. I mean, if you've watched my videos for the entire season, you know that, week after week after week, I was picking the Eagles eventually because I just felt like they were that good, and I feel like they'll be that good in this game as well. And San Francisco may have some bad weather to contend with here. So, plus I would imagine it's going to be cold as shit too. So I'm taking the Eagles at home to get the win in the NFC Championship game. And then the next game, Cincinnati at the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know how healthy Patrick Mahomes is. I don't know if he will be as big of an asset or if he'll be more of a liability in this game. But quite honestly, I kind of wonder if it matters either way. Like, whether Patrick Mahomes is healthy or not, I think that Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals are more than capable of going in here and getting this win. So I'm going to take Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals to get this win at Arrowhead on the road in Kansas City. And Cincinnati will advance to their second consecutive Super Bowl. Wanted to do a couple of stories. First one from Outkick. Remember the hit Friday the 13th films? There might be a new one on the way, and this is good news for me because I am a horror fan. It sounds like life might be being injected into the legendary Friday the 13th film franchise. The legendary saga was one of the original slasher series that gave way to a new era of horror films, and fans couldn't get enough of Jason Voorhees killing his victims. The last film in the franchise came out in 2009, and fans have been left craving more ever since the last time Jason Voorhees was seen on screen. Well, it sounds like another film might actually be happening, so that's ultra cool. Writer Jeff Locker revealed that he pitched a potential reboot with director Jeremy Weiss, and the man responsible for the series, Sean S. Cunningham, is all for it. Sean hired me to do a rewrite on The Night Driver, and after working closely with director Jeremy Weiss and him on that, we naturally got to talking about Friday the 13th and House. Jeremy and I pitched our dream reboot of Friday the 13th with Sean's blessing to keep developing it with him, Locker told Bloody Discussing in an exclusive interview. So that's pretty cool. Peacock is also developing a TV series for the horror universe, and Locker thinks that only helps gain momentum for a new movie. Locker further added, obviously the prequel TV series has reignited interest about a new film, so we're hoping that the surrounding excitement will inspire both sides to come together and give us Jason on the big screen again for the first time in 14 years. But we also have a plan B for a sequel to the original we think fans will absolutely love and should avoid any legal entanglements. It's always good time to have a new horror film. Cranking out Friday the 13th movies and other slasher films used to be very normal for Hollywood, then they dropped off a cliff. From 1980 through 2009, a dozen films featuring Jason Voorhees were released. That's a new movie every few years. From 1980 through 1993, 9 Friday the 13th films were released. That's a rate that might even put Marvel to shame. Now we might get to see Jason back on screen cutting people up. What's not to love? That is awesome. This story also from Outkick. Fireball Cinnamon is being sued because it doesn't have whiskey in it. Wow. Fireball is facing the heat after selling 2 different types of alcohol in an attempt to allegedly deceive its customers. Yes, for any of you that are looking to turn it up this weekend and throw it back to your college years, you may want to take a closer look at that bottle of Fireball. A new class action lawsuit claims that Fireball is trying to cash in by duping its customers with 2 nearly identical bottles. The alcohol, however, isn't the same. Anna Marquez filed the suit after discovering that Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey is not the same as Fireball Cinnamon. Apparently, Anna wants to make sure that if she's going to drink a syrup-like Big Red Gum flavored alcohol, she wants to make sure that it's at least whiskey that's going to get her drunk. The suit claims that Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey, which was the original product that we've all come to experience hangovers from throughout the years, contains actually whiskey at 33%. However, the sneaky other brand Fireball Cinnamon, which is usually found on countertops and in smaller bottles, is a malt liquor at 16.5%. That's right, everyone. Make sure you read the fine print when you're snatching some bottles to go. Fireball Cinnamon is not Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Plaintiffs are suing Fireball for $5 million. Marquez is suing the Sazerac company, which makes the Fireball drink, over the misleading packaging. The lawsuit represents more than 100 plaintiffs who had bought the drink in thousands of stores across the country. They are seeking $5 million in compensation. Can't wait to see what Marquez says when she finds out that Fireball contains an ingredient that is also found in antifreeze. That's going to do it for this week's episode of the Callous Mind Talking Head Sportscast. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy championship weekend this weekend. Please make good decisions. Do not drink and drive. And please, please, please be good to yourselves and each other. And I'll talk to you again next week. God bless.